If you're thinking to start your own business, starting an office where you're doing financial services, mortgage, insurance, accounting, bookkeeping, taxes, then this video can shed some light for you on the advantages and also the disadvantages of doing that. This is the Efficiency and Organization YouTube channel. On this channel, I talk a lot about having organized systems to be super productive and efficient with everything you are doing in your life, whether it's in your personal life, in your professional life, or in your small business. So here's a little bit of background. When I was fresh out of college, that was my dream to start my own business. So this is back in 2003, 20 years ago. I decided to start an office doing insurance and financial services and doing like taxes and bookkeeping. I still have the business. It's still profitable after all these years, but I do want to tell you what I have learned in the process. So that way you as a beginner are you're very fully aware of what you're getting into. So here's what I liked about it, the return business. So when I had to do a lot of advertising and marketing and stuff, a lot of it on my own, I was completely solo. I was a solopreneur. It was really difficult. I spent a good 75% of my time trying to get clients and the next 25% actually doing the work of insurance and finances and stuff. I can't say that that was my favorite part. I'm not into sales. I'm not really good at advertising, marketing. And so that wasn't really my favorite part of the business. But what's nice about it is after all these years, now that I've established trust with my clients, they keep coming back. So year after year, as they renew their policies, I get commissions from them. So it's not a bad way to make a living. My advertising costs now are super small because I've decided not to grow the business. I'm just retaining what I have done over the years. And so the money that's coming in is really just used for other expenses that I have. Another advantage is working with people year after year and seeing some of the growth. Like some of these people that I started working with 20 years ago, 18, 17 years ago, they were new business people themselves. And now they have fully thriving businesses. And it's so beautiful to see. I had this one client who was doing electrical work on gas stations, and he became one of my clients for insurance services, for commercial insurance. His business has grown to make over $4 million in revenues. And it's just so nice to see that, how you're part of something that's growing and changing and evolving. And it's just really awesome. I love that aspect of being able to work with people. One of the biggest advantages is all the knowledge and insight that I have gained in my small business, I'm able to apply in my personal life. If I need insurance for my home, for earthquake and whatever other needs, like my car insurance, I know the ins and outs because I did that as an insurance broker. The mortgage things involved, the taxes, I do my own and I do it well, my bookkeeping, because of the knowledge that I've been able to acquire. So you're gonna be able to help a lot of your friends and family with this, and also for your own self to be a lot more knowledgeable with finances and insurance if you decide to go into that industry. There is unlimited potential for income. So the more you're able to do strategically in an organized way, the more income you can make. So you can't, you know how people say, the more you work, the more you put into it, the more you're gonna get. That's true, but it can't just be doing anything. It has to be very strategic. And this is why I teach a lot on my website and on this channel about having systems in business and doing the right things that are going to help you generate business, build trust with clients so that they could keep coming back year after year. So if you have really good systems in place, for example, for marketing and educating your clients, then you know what? You're going to get that trust built and they're going to come back to you year after year. Which means there is unlimited potential for income. If you want to make $30,000, you could. You want to make 60, 100. Of course, the bigger amounts come down the line. You can't expect to make them in the beginning. You could work from anywhere. Back when I started 20 years ago, that wasn't really possible for me. But now the technology has improved so much, you really could be anywhere and still be able to answer your phone and help clients because everything is automated and everything is online. And that's just one of the really nice things about having a business in these sectors. You don't have to work over the weekends, and that's a big thing for a lot of people, and especially people with families. So it's not really expected for mortgage people to work on Saturday evenings, Sundays. For real estate folks, yes, absolutely, but not necessarily for people who have offices like tax preparation and bookkeeping and mortgage services and loan officers and people in those industries. You might have to work a little bit Saturday morning sometimes, but not necessarily. You could set your hours for normal business hours, and it's just become customary for people to know that that's how people in these industries operate. Another advantage is if you like working indoors, well, you're going to be working in an office. If you like the idea of having an office space, having your desk, your computer, well, it's a perfect job for you. I do want to make sure I let you know what I thought was a big disadvantage for working in those industries. As like a person who does financial services, insurance services, you are like a middleman. So basically, like, I don't have my own products. I didn't have my own mortgage loans, for example. I was at the mercy of the banks. Insurance products, same thing, because these are big amounts that you're giving people coverage for. So it's the rules and policies and procedures that are set by these companies, and you're just basically explaining them and introducing them to your clients based on their needs. So I didn't really like that because there were times when I felt like policies and rates and such were too high, but I was like, you know what, that's what they're offering. I can't find anything else, so that's what I'm gonna have to give my client. Another disadvantage, in my opinion, is that there's a lot of competition out there. So the more competition, the harder it's gonna be to get clients. So you have to spend a lot of money on advertising, marketing, so that way you could build trust in your communities. This is a reason why a lot of people in insurance don't last. It doesn't take much other than getting a license to be able to do it. You just have to be good at sales, or you have to like sales and do a lot of it. So if you're cut out for that, it's awesome. But if not, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you. Would I do it again? Yes, I would, especially like having learned the lessons that I've learned over the years and learning like the marketing things that worked for me. I would definitely do it again. And like I said, I still have the business. It's just that I've decided not to grow it because I do have a full-time job that I love and I want to keep, I want to retire in. And I also want to spend more of my efforts on growing efficiency and organization. That's my second small business. Because in that, I'm able to publish books, I'm able to write content from my website, produce videos on YouTube, perhaps eventually doing podcasts. So that way I could educate small business owners and educate people to be more productive and how to do things in systematic, organized way in their lives to spend their time wisely. I just feel like for me, that's more of a calling. That's what I'm really good at, and I want to educate others on how they can do it. Please visit efficiencyandorganization.com. I'll have the link down in the description box of this video. There is a section, a focus area for small business owners, and I do have some really good marketing techniques and such there for you. Another thing you can definitely do is, of course, subscribe to this YouTube channel because I produce videos and put them out about once a week, and they're on all aspects of life, and they're going to help you and your family and your friends to do things in very systematic, organized ways to be more productive in life and get a lot of your goals achieved. I really appreciate you being with me today, and I will catch you in the next video.